Hello viewers, I am Sarah B. And I am doing an impromptu live for you guys. I am from Just Be Tarot. I am a light worker, tarot card reader. So I am going live for positive energy for this upcoming week. I'm shuffling for the overall energy for the collective. Something this week needs to be handled, I heard, with kid gloves. There's something that you need to nurture back into existence, or to nurture because you're trying to grow it, you're trying to establish or reestablish something here. So there's something that you need to take it easy with. Watch what you say, watch what you do. Your actions and your words are speaking very loudly right now. Communication, Mercury is in retrograde, so communication is very important. So if you want something to be communicated as it is, make sure you're very, very clear, so something doesn't get taken the wrong way. Because you are in that energy of nurturing something, I'm hearing back to life, or nurturing something into existence. Yeah, that healing energy. Hi Pastel, how are you? So glad to see you. Healing energy, a reminder that you are a healer. So your words make a lot of difference to people. Your actions are a statement. Oh, thank you. I'm just sitting on my balcony right now. So thank you so much. I wanted to get outside. It's actually not a terrible day out. If the humidity is low and it's actually a nice temperature. So I figured I wouldn't waste this backdrop for, it's nice to have that, so it's actually comfortable outside. I'm in the northeast part of the United States. Is it? It's not that bad here compared to what it has been. The humidity is low, so I'm feeling like it's more tolerable. I was actually able to take a nice walk this morning without being drenched in sweat, but for sure. Hi Erica, how are you? So I do see that there is going to be an energy this week of somebody trying to play both sides of the spectrum here. This could be somebody that you work with. This could be somebody in your family. This could be somebody in your friend group. But be careful of that. Working both sides is what I'm hearing. So just look out for that energy. This is somebody that can't be trusted. Don't be telling all of your details to everybody. It's not something that, if it's not something that they need to know, your hopes, your dreams, your plans for the future. Some people are really in, just are focusing on themselves. Some people are in survival mode right now. I feel like a lot of people are in survival mode right now, and that's triggering them to fend for themselves. So essentially they are in this this energy of, let me fend for myself. I'm the only one. I have to do what is best for me. So they're willing to throw people that they care about and that they've known for a while under the bus. They're willing to ruin relationships, and because they feel like it's me, it's now or never. It's me or nothing. And it's ruining a lot of things. It's people are are not being their genuine selves. And I'm not saying that that's an excuse, but it is something that's happening right now. They're scared. The economy is terrible. People are up in their heads a lot. People are overthinking, and they're getting scared, and they're really getting into that mode of survival. So I feel like a lot of people are in this energy. People you thought you knew, people you thought you cared about, are not acting how they would face you. They're not acting in that friendship mode that you're used to seeing. Um, but you know what? It is a thing, unfortunately, that we're seeing. This week I'm also seeing that you're also being asked to come from a place of humility. Um, you might be in a winning situation. You might be getting the things that you want. You might be being really comfortable with yourself and where your life is going. But just be careful, watch your audience, who you're talking to. You might be reestablishing yourself, or, maybe you're seeking another career, or, something along those lines. But it's like, or maybe you're moving or you're traveling more. But when you're, telling stories and um, just establish some humility. Maybe there are people who aren't, feeling as fortunate. Granted, we're all fortunate to be in our situations, but sometimes people feel like they're not. Like they can compare themselves to, if they're not growing as fast as their neighbors or somebody online or a coworker, or, I'm older and I don't have kids in a home yet, and they're comparing themselves. There's a lot of comparison right now, and comparison is the root of a lot of ruin, essentially. So it's important to not be comparing ourselves and to seek humility. But some people are in that mindset, so just be careful who you're talking to. Try to be, humble, and I know you guys are. You guys, I mean, if you're if you're following me, then you have a humility about you. You have that grace, that wherewithal to understand where people are coming from. That you understand the plights that they're going through, and you're healers, a lot of you. So you want to heal people. You want people to feel like you are a safe place. I know that's my feeling. I want people to understand that they can come to me, and that they're not going to face judgment, and that they're able to be the person that they're meant to be in front of me. But remember, not a lot of people are in that mindset. Like I said, survival mode. A lot of people are triggered by things. So just, like I said, kid gloves, nurturing somebody, nurturing an opportunity, getting yourself set up. Like I said, healing energy you want to be sending out this week. Now, this Friday is the 8/8 portal. So, Lionsgate, it's called. So, that is an energy of trying to be your best self, standing up as your most present, your most determined. Um, it's like how you're presenting yourself. It's a celebration of you being you, and being able to establish um, that you are trying. You're trying your hardest, and that's the best we can do. Essentially, is try the best we can to be the person that we are, and that we are seeking growth. And it's okay to put that out there. It's okay to not be where we thought we would be. But as long as we're taking steps to get there, that is the most important thing. So it's all about establishing yourself, trying every day to be the best person you are, and identifying with that role. Okay, let's pull just a couple more from this deck, and then I'm going to move on to the other deck for... Okay, so rock bottom. I do feel some of you are feeling like there is just nothing left. nothing to build upon, but there is, because once you reach rock bottom, then there's nowhere to go but up. There's, you do a lot of shadow work when you've hit rock bottom. It's the only thing you can do is work on yourself. Work on the changes you need to make your life better, to make yourself better. And when you see that, and you're gracious for those things that you still have, you know, maybe you can look at your family and your friends and be like, you know what, these people do have that unconditional love. They do have that, they do want to see me survive and to thrive in my life. They do want to see me get into better times. They do want to see me heal. But these people aren't going to pick you up by yourself. There's only so much these people can do for you. You have to want to heal. You have to want to make changes. You have to be the one to want to thrive on your own. Your friends and family can only do so much for you. You're going to be the one who has to address your situations. And this could be somebody in your energy who is coming to you and, you know, maybe, taking down their vulnerability and coming to you and be like, you know what, I need help. Can you point me in the right direction? They're being vulnerable in a way that you've never seen them. So you might have somebody coming to you this week saying, what do you think? Or maybe they just want you to listen. You know, and that is the role that they want you to play, because they see you as a healer. They see you as a safe place. They see you as somebody who is nurturing and loving and caring. And then we have move on. So this could be an indication from your higher power to let go. I just heard ride the wave as I'm looking at this. It looks like they are riding a surfboard. So they are definitely going into the unknown. I just got a chariot vibe about this, letting go and trusting your higher power that you're going to get there without any kind of control. You're giving up control and moving on. You've done all you can in the situation. And you just hope that your words and your actions have not fallen on deaf ears. And you're like, you know what, I've done and said what I can, and now it's up to this person, or now it's up to the situation. Now it's up to the universe. The universe knows that you tried it. The universe sees you doing, and your higher power sees you doing everything that you were meant to do, everything that you can do. Then at that point, you have to let go of control. And let the universe take that current and ride it. The universe is going to have your back no matter what. If things aren't working out the way you want it to, the universe is going to have your back and take you exactly where you need to be. So ride that wave. Get on that current, because you're going to end up exactly where you're meant to be. All right, so let's move on to this deck for some more overall energy, and then I will start taking your questions. Okay, Spirit, what else does the collective need to hear? Thank you. Okay, you're being asked to pray. The universe is saying, we need prayer. Prayer is a dialogue with the universe. Express your wishes. So pray. Pray for whatever it is you need to help fulfill your life. Pray for, prayer is just called prayer. It could be manifestation. Whatever you want to call it, then that's what you call it. But you have to be clear about what you want and what your intentions are, and live your life with intention. You can't say one thing and do the other, because we don't want this energy. The universe knows that that's not real. The universe knows your intentions. So if you're acting one way, saying one thing and doing another, that's not the right energy that you're giving off. to make things come in. So you're asked to live your life with intention. Do the things that you need to do. Live your life the way you are acting. You're speaking it into existence. But your actions speak a lot louder. So if you're saying that you're spiritual, and then, you're going gossiping, or, you're, doing things that aren't right, that aren't integral with your, or the universe's energy, then you're not going to get much further ahead. You can pray all you want. It's not going to come through because you're not giving off the right energy. And that energy is not going to come back to you in the way you want it to. We have blessing because when you pray and express your true nature, then that's when the blessings come in for you. That's when you're able to feel the universe giving. You raise your energy, the universe will give you more. It's simple as that. It is science. High vibration. How do you raise your vibration? Be yourself. Laugh. Dance. Put that energy into the universe. Be childlike. Be honest. Come through with your feelings. You are allowed to, be sad. I'm not saying that you have to live this beautiful life of constantly being positive. It was a rough week for me last week. I was sad for a few days, but I can't live in that energy. I have to give that to the universe and say, you know what? I've done what I can. I've said what I could. I have to give that now to you and let go of control, because I know that I don't have control over the situation. So once you do that, and live your life how you're meant to be kind and be happy and be open to everybody's love and everybody's actions, and take them as they are. People want to be better. People want to repent, but if they don't have that forgiveness from you, then it's that much harder. It's a barrier. So, we have to take it as it comes. And yes, it's a struggle. It's a huge struggle sometimes. But if we take each moment as they come, if we take each person that we love and care about as they come, and try to love them the best that we can, and let go of the things that we can't control, then that's the blessing. They're the gifts in our lives, and we can give them that gift. And if you do have a gift to share, then share it. If you're able to, say, be in contact with the 5D, and you share that gift online, or you're a presence for somebody that could connect and help connect and get people closure, that's a blessing too. Give people the gift of love. Sorry, that was my text messaging coming through. Yeah. As I always say, a lot of changes are coming through. Again, this is your chance to let go of control. If you have and have given it everything you can, we have to embrace the changes and let go of that control. That's so hard. It is so hard. But here we are again, riding that current, trying to follow where the universe is taking us, and knowing that we can't control everything. But we can deal with what we have and try to make it better, and try to embrace those moments that we can. Try to get better at being a better person, being a better friend, being a better lover, being a better partner, being a better mother, father, sister, brother, whatever you have. Try to be a better person and have people be an example for people. Especially if people see you as a bright light. You know, if people come to you and see you as a healer, they see you as a bright spot. So it's an indication that they want to, you are an example. And if you're living your life with integrity, with light, they're going to be drawn to you, and they're going to see your energy, and they're going to see your life change for the better. And then they're going to be like, well, I wonder what so-and-so did to make these changes. And then they're going to use you as an example. And isn't that just the biggest compliment, is somebody using you as an example of living a beautiful life? We have freedom. Freeing yourself. That's giving up the control. Once again. So I feel like this reading is all about giving up control and letting the universe take its course. If you've done everything that you can, you've met your goals, you've done everything, you said everything you could. Like I said, hopefully not falling on deaf ears, leading as an example, trying to help the best you can without overstepping, then it's going to lead to freedom. You're going to see more of that energy come in for you. The hardest thing is letting go. Okay, so let's move on to tarot and see what some of you guys might have questions on. Once again, I am Sarah B, and this is Just Be Tarot. And I am starting the card pull. I just got finished with the overall energy for the reading, and I'm moving on to card pulls for you guys. Let's see what is in your 2222 on the timer. So that's good. It's funny because I normally never ever look at the I never say angel numbers when I'm doing live reads, but once in a while I do, and I feel like I was called to to say 2222, so that could mean something to you guys. I do see a lot of angel numbers. I just never pay attention to the timer for whatever reason. I see angel numbers day in and day out, all the time. Okay, so I am shuffling for the collective, giving a good shuffle before I scroll back. What I do is I scroll back and take questions in the order that they come in. I don't have quite my viewers that I normally do, so I don't think I have to go back very far. Hi, boss. Okay, so let's see. Pastel Dreams has a couple of questions. Let's see. Still shuffling. Let's get a good shuffle in here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I try to pop up live. Like I'm going tomorrow is my actual scheduled live that I do normally. So I try to get on as often as I can, but Mondays and Thursdays between 6:30 and 7 Eastern time is my normal scheduled lives. I have been trying to get on more and more, doing lives for you guys. I love it. I love the energy you guys bring. I love how beautiful your questions are. I love the correspondence between the viewers with each other. I just, it's everything about it. It makes me happy and brings my energy up. So it's like, of course I want to be on here as much as possible. It's not just, I don't feel like it's work for me. It's just something that I want to surround my energy in. So let's see what Pastel Dreams has to say. I would like to know, how does AB feel about me? I'm in love with him. Does he have the same feelings? Okay, so we're going to do those two. We're asking about AV for pastel dreams. Asking about AV. How does AV feel about pastel dreams, Spirit? How is AV feeling about pastel dreams? Anything, Spirit? Let me give it another shuffle. Oh, thank you. Okay, so I feel like there's a feeling of safety. I do feel like they sense the anxiety that you have with this Nine of Swords card. They do see you as somebody who gives a lot of love, is a nurturer, sees you as a safe place. I do feel like they think that you're making a lot of changes, plan changes, which is a good thing, and they see you as a safe place to come to, but they also feel that you have a lot of anxiety. And I feel like that makes them question things. They see you, though, as a huge source of love. And then there's, okay, does AV have, is AV feeling love towards, not these, okay. Is AV in love with pastel? Is AV in love with pastel? Is AV in love with pastel? I feel like he's being very cold right now. I feel like there's a brutal honesty or a coldness right now you're getting from them. I see somebody else coming in from the past, or this could be a past connection that could be in your energy or his energy. Or did you have a past connection? But I do feel like you're not trusting the universe. You know, in the upright, this is the universe working in your favor. The universe or your higher power creating what's right for you. And having patience and divine timing. But I feel like there is a lack of that where you are, I feel like there's like a transformation happening. And you need to have patience. Because things are trying to work out things are going to work out for your greatest good, but you have to have patience, and right now you are trying to rush things along. Now, I don't know if you've reached out to them but I don't feel like that's going to do any good. They need time. Okay, so let me give this another good shuffle. She also says, I've been on dating apps lately. How will that go? Oh my gosh, I didn't even read. Why is AD taking so long to be clear? Pick divine timing. Patience. I didn't even see that part. You have to have patience. Okay, so asking about dating apps with AV. How are things going to go on these dating apps? Thank you. What else? Can I get one more card? For AV, she's on dating apps. How's it gonna go? Asking about dating apps. Thank you. I feel like you are gonna go on dates, but I don't feel like it's gonna lead to marriage. It's not going to lead to marriage, but you will go on dates. You will find yourself enjoying the dates. But I don't see anything lasting up to marriage. But that's still, I mean, that's from a first date to marriage, that's a big leap. And I only pulled 2 cards for her question, so that's like a big. Just because something doesn't lead to marriage doesn't mean that you shouldn't take the opportunity to seek out what it is you like and what it is you don't like. That's how you get to know and learn your lessons, and so you can refer back to them going forward into new relationships. And you can change your energy. You can change this, from here to here, is a big leap. He wants clearly. He wants clearly. I don't know what that means. Clarity? I'm going to say clarity. Does AV want clarity? I wasn't getting that. I was getting that he's being cold. Yeah, there is something in the way here. There's no movement. They're concentrating on something else. They're working on themselves. Because in the upright, this is movement. This is going towards something, okay? But in order for this chariot to move, these beasts have to be up and moving. And these beasts can represent your lightness and your darkness. So if AV is working on their shadow self, okay, and they're not healed, or they haven't put the work in, then this isn't moving. They're not in an emotionally available spot for this to go anywhere. So there's going to be no movement in the relationship. Now, light side, for most, is easier to work on. But shadow self is hard. You really have to dig deep into what makes us us. Not a lot of people want to deal with it. They really suppress it for a long time, way into their adulthood. But in order for us to heal and move forward with anything, this has to be addressed. And either you can go to a therapist to do that, a third party, something along those lines, but it needs to be healed for you to have a healthy, functioning relationship. And if you want that for yourself, they're going to have to do that before you start. Because look, they're paying attention to things that aren't serving them. And maybe they realize that. Or somebody might have called them out on it. And now they're in this process. Maybe they're in the process of healing. Okay. Also, another question. Is that why I am getting in so much conflict with family? Hey, B, how are you? Thank you. Okay, so I am... Pastel Dreams is... Another question. Is that why I'm getting into so much conflict with family? Is that why I'm getting into so much conflict with family? Because of Mercury being in retrograde? What are you referring to? I don't know. I've talked a lot, so I don't know exactly what you're referring to. You might be cutting somebody off in your family with that Queen of Swords, or do you feel like you're getting cut off? I have another one. But there is Mercury in retrograde, and a lot of people are, like I said, are communication is off. So if you want to be clear, then you have to make sure that you are being clear. Some people are taking things the wrong way, not understanding text messages, maybe reading them the wrong way, or not with the wrong tone. Some people are writing text messages to, and then delete. They don't know what to say. Their tongues are tied. They aren't sure what's going to come across as being okay. They don't want to ruffle any feathers. So maybe you want to pick up the phone and have a conversation on the phone. Communication is very, very important right now while Mercury's in retrograde, but it's also askewed. There's a reason why you have to articulate, and you're asked to be honest and try to get past this Mercury in retrograde business and have open communication. And it's not easy. Your tongue gets tied, you don't know what to say, your loss of words will come across, especially as a Virgo or a Gemini that's their leading planet. So sometimes that is a situation for them, especially is activated for them. You'll see people coming back from the past. You'll see technology going down. You'll see you're not able to fix technology, or something happens all of a sudden. That's all communication. Like I said, text messages, they might not go through, or you might feel like you have to delete. Like, that's not what I want to say. Or not, if something's not coming through as how you really meant it. But yeah, communication is definitely a big factor. But I do feel like they're not, with, as far as your family goes, with conflict from your family, there is something going on here. Because they know you love them, but they feel like you're being very cold. Because they see you normally with a lot of love. And they feel very cold. But there is a waiting energy, like somebody is waiting for each other to make contact. There's a waiting energy here. So it's like, I feel like either of you is being super stubborn with your family. Okay, so moving on, we have B. How are you? Can you ask the cards if I should continue to hold space for J, or if I'm wasting my time? Someone I'm interested in, but don't know how he feels. Okay, so is B... Let's see, how am I going to word this? If I should continue to hold space for J. Okay, so thank you. Woo. Okay, so I was told to take all of these, and there's quite a few that came out. So I do feel like this is somebody that you are interested in, somebody who is established, somebody who you can trust, with this Seven of Wands in reverse. I do feel like this might be somebody you normally don't go for, and you have kept your heart open to this new type of relationship, or this new type of person, because, as I always say, that going for the same type of person isn't always exactly how you're going to find love. You have to keep your heart space open to receive energy, and rather than go upon looks or whatever you're attracted to at first glance, you have to keep your heart open for that attractiveness within, and that's not always upon first sight, and could often be right underneath right underneath your nose, waiting for you to say, hey, What about me? Okay, now I do see that for some reason you're in an energy of, like, you might be going through, besides this relationship, I feel like you might be going through a little bit of a hard time, maybe a mental battle is what I'm getting, maybe a little pinch of depression or anxiety might be in your energy right now, overthinking something. You're making it harder on yourself is what I'm hearing. You're making this, I mean, and I know I'm not trying to dismiss your depression or anxiety, because I have depression and anxiety. So, but it often we make things harder. It's self-sabotage. And I'm super good at that. So, I feel like you're making things harder than they have to be. Whatever that means to you, I have no idea, but that's what I'm hearing, because you're still sunlight. And the thing with the sun, it's always shining. Even in reverse, it's still shining. So you are sunlight, okay? But you're sitting in this, like I said, there's a little, I don't feel like it's like big depression, but I do feel like there's a pinch of it, and you're living inside your head right now. And I feel like it's ruining whatever this is, because this looks good. This relationship with Jay, I feel like the only thing that is dismissive is you here. This is somebody who you can trust. You feel like they can trust you. And I feel like this is a self-sabotage type of energy. Okay, so let's see. Hi, Hendrik, how are you? Woo! I just stretching out my legs and moving cards. Okay. Let's see here. Hi, Maria. Maria's part of the reason why I'm here today, by the way. Thank you, Maria. She had messaged me and asked me when I'm going live. So I thought I'd pop on today for a second. And I did tell her I would. So glad to see you here, Maria. Okay, Maria, will Philip move on very fast into one night stand with another girl after he moves out from me? I do feel like it's going to be that way. Unfortunately, I do feel like it's going to be that way. They're going to see that this is freedom. And it's going to blow up in their face, though. It's going to create a tower moment for them. Remember, that's karmic shit. That is karmic. You leave behind a long relationship, and then you're bouncing from woman to woman to woman to woman. That's karmic. So it's going to blow up for them. That's not the energy anybody should want to bring. Third party energy, constantly celebrating, be out and about. Unfortunately, I just don't see. But yeah, I'm sorry to tell you, but he's going to create a tower moment for himself. I feel like that's the energy that is going to come in for them. Okay, so AV, Pastel wants to know how AV is feeling about their cat. I do feel like they like your cat. I feel like the cat is relaxing to them, almost. They do enjoy spending time with your cat for sure. Okay. AG the Great, how are you, AG? I am doing well. Of course you can ask a question. No, I mean, why am I getting into conflict with the family? Why is Pastel Dreams getting into contact with their conflict? I'm saying because of, didn't I say because of Mercury retrograde? I thought I answered that, but I will ask again. Communication is off. People are taking things the wrong way. We got the Six of Pentacles, which is that people, there's not that balance there. You might be feeling a lack of respect, or that you're putting in more work than they are. Yep, I feel like you do a lot of the heavy lifting. But it's time for a new journey here. Okay, I do see new opportunity coming in for you. Maybe there's going to be an opportunity for you to communicate with your family, or if you can, I just heard accept, maybe accept them the way they are and learn that that's who they are, and maybe start over, on a new path. But there's going to be an opportunity for you to start on a new path. Now, I don't know if this conflict has to do with money, but we have the Pentacles here. So it may have to do with money. Okay, AG. I'd like to know which company will enhance my life and finances. Significantly. I don't know if I'm going to be able to tell which company. I guess I can ask my pentacle. I mean my pendulum. Okay, so AG wants to know, will Howard Transportation significantly enhance their life? Okay, we have a yes on that. Spirit AG also wants to know, will Total Transportation enhance AG's life? We have a yes on that as well. So I feel like either way, see, that's the thing, like with that, the universe brings these opportunities to you and is going to have your back either way. So that's why we have free will. So you have to pick the best and do your due diligence with researching, the company, to see, maybe you have to check out their work-life balance or something along that road. I think there's a website called Open Door. I know they have that in the United States. I don't know where you are, but something door, Open Door. I'm not sure, but there's that you can go on and put in the company and see how they're rated from their old employees' point of view, to see, is it a good company? Now, I just got the Tower, so that could mean something for you. Maybe you're going through a tough time, or maybe it is, maybe the company's going through a tough time. But there's going to be big changes coming through. Now, Tower doesn't have to be bad. It does mean change, though, something that you're not expecting. Oh, thank you, Maria. And then, and then he will experience karma. Um, if we don't live with integrity, and it's we all have karma. So, and the thing with karma is that, um, if it doesn't hit you, then it's going to hit your eventual offspring and people who you love and care about. So it's in order to heal karma, that's what keeps me on the right track. Like, I don't want my family to experience any kind of karma for what I have maybe done in the past. Like, I don't want my grandkids to have to deal with karma for my indiscretions. So it's like but a lot of people are able to look at themselves and still, be able to sleep at night with what they've done. So that's not, and that's on them. That's free will. And it's always going to be free will. And, I try to accept people for who they are, but people have to know that that's, if that's what they're going to experience. Some people do things that are very karmic. And yeah, I love my friends and I love my family for who they are. Do I always agree with what they're? No, but I still love them. Um, so if they, are going to be served karmic energy, then that's because that's what the energy they put out, unfortunately. But I do see that you're still in your head about it, and that he treated you unfairly. But I do see like you're trying to change. You're trying to get out there and have more fun, and trying to reignite some kind of desire to live. A page is like a student. So it's like you have to, start all over again. You have to learn what you desire, what you're passionate about, what you crave. As a single person. Instead of being all up in your head about him, you're starting over. And you have to get to know yourself again. You yourself said you were with him for what, 8 or 9 years? So it's your turn to rediscover yourself. This is a student. And I mean, sometimes people get lost in relationships. And I feel like this is your turn to rediscover your life and how you want things done. Of course, Pastel Dreams, my pleasure. Okay, do you think I have a lot of... Shaq asks, do you think I'll have a lot of money in the future? Let's see. I think that not where you are right now. I feel like something has to end. Or you're putting something to an end, maybe? Like there's going to be an end of a cycle, or has to be an end of a cycle, before you're able to see those changes for you financially. Yep, because once you do, because you're waiting here, okay? You're waiting for something to change. And that energy is coming in really quickly. But something has to end. So something has to be put to rest, or ended before you're going to be able to see these changes come into your life. So you have to be the one to make those changes. Don't forget, I am Sarah B. This is Just Be Tarot, and I hope that you take the time to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you know when I am going live or posting new readings. I love to do this. I'm a light worker. I try to stay positive and give you honest, fruitful messages. I do hear messages from spirit. That's how they come across. I do try to connect as best as possible. I read intuitively, so it's not always by the definition of the card, but what I see. Sometimes I'm drawn to certain things on a card that I'm supposed to show the collective. I do collective readings too. I'm always down to do a personal reading for you guys. You can see in the description box on how to go about booking a personal reading. But yeah, I have a lot of fun with you guys. Okay, so I'm seeing that there's other opportunities for you, Maria. Maria asks, I'm wondering if he'll try to come back to me. I'm seeing you have other opportunities. You're not going to care if he comes back to you because you're going to have other opportunities coming for you. Pretty soon you're not going to care. Because I do see... Do I have another card? Here, I was told to look at these clarifying cards. Thank you. Yep, again with the Page of Wands. You're starting over. Okay, you're learning about yourself. You're not going to care if he tries coming back. Yep, you're starting to look at things that Spirit's bringing in for you. You know, you're starting to look at the opportunities with other people, with other places, with other things. You know, you might not just be looking for other people, but maybe you're looking for activities to do. Maybe you want to learn more about a hobby. But I do feel like you are learning what you like I said before. You're learning what you like. You're learning what you enjoy about yourself. I think you're still trying to get to know yourself. You're still trying to figure out who Maria is. But you know that you want to keep an open heart and an open mind, and you want to learn as much as you can about what you like and what you don't like, what you want to see in a future partner, and what you don't want to see. Dear Sarah, please could you tell me what is Manor's impression about me? He is manager who has a job. Job interview. Okay. I mean, there's a spotlight on you, so I feel like you're in the running for the position, but he might not feel like you love it that much with the Queen of Cups in reverse. He was impressed by you, though, for sure. I'm going to ask Spirit why this Queen of Cups in reverse. Spirit, why this Queen of Cups in reverse? They feel like they want to make sure you're the right fit because there's a real big chance for growth in this company. So they want to make sure, I feel like you're going to, I just heard second interview. You might be called back in for a second interview. You have Knight of Pentacles. This is an opportunity for you. I feel like this is going to be, you're going to be called back in for a second interview. So maybe upon your second interview, you might want to definitely make sure that you come across as really, really wanting this position. Because I feel like right now they're like, I feel like she's a great candidate, but I don't know if she necessarily really loves the idea of it. So I feel like this is, I feel like they're going to contact you, but you really have to sell the fact that you are really want this job. Okay, Shake asks when. Okay, let's see here. Will I meet someone serious next year? Someone who wants something serious. Maria's asking, will they meet somebody serious? I do have to wrap this up in a little bit, so I do, please forgive me. It is my grandson's birthday tomorrow, so they're doing cake and stuff. So I have to wrap this up soon, so I do apologize in advance for that. But I come live tomorrow is my normal live, so I hope you don't miss that. Okay, so the question was, will I meet someone serious next year, someone who wants something serious? I am seeing no. Even though you are a bright light, I feel like you need to work on yourself. There is an energy right now that you have not disconnected from Philip. So until you change that energy, now when I tell you that energy is fluid, this is the exact example that I'm trying to tell you. You can change this energy. You can heal and disconnect from Philip, and then this can turn into, because this energy is in your, this King of Cups energy is attainable. It's attainable in the upright. However, you have work to do on yourself. Okay, this is in your energy. Right now it's in reverse. But if you put forth the effort to make serious changes in yourself, to disconnect from Philip, to do the growth, to do the healing, then this, by next year, can be in the upright. This is a perfect example of what I'm saying. Energy is fluid, and you have the chance to change it at any time you want, depending on how hard you want to work on yourself or how hard you want to work on the situation. Okay, so Shaq says, I got an offer this year to settle in America. Okay, so that could be the tower that we saw. I got home, I am going to get the same offer again. Okay, so is Shake going to settle in America? What's the likelihood of Shake settling on? There's something blocking it. I see that there might be an opportunity here. You might get that same offer, but there's something that's blocking it, something you're healing from. Those wands in reverse are telling me that there is a blockage. Some kind of energy is not coming towards you because of this healing, this broken heart, whatever you're healing from, whatever you don't want to leave behind. But the opportunity is coming in for you, for sure. But for whatever reason, there's a blockage there. Hello, Nicholas. How are you? Sure, of course. Let's see. Nicholas wants a general message, a message from the universe, which I am taking as a general message for our Nicholas. Good to see you today. Always good to see Nicholas on my channel. He is a bright light as well. Healer energy, 100%. Okay, what does Nicholas need to know for today? Okay, we have a Queen of Cups energy coming towards you, or is in your energy, that's going to calm you down. You feel that this person is a safe place. This person you may have seen over the weekend or are connecting to this week. But I do feel like this is somebody that may have been in your energy in the past. This is not a new path you're walking down with this Queen of Cups, but somebody who you may have connected with previously. So I'm going to say, Nicholas, follow your gut when this person comes into your energy. I'm not sure if they're there yet, but I do feel like it is coming. Follow your gut, but you are feeling like this is a safe place. But I just heard, don't be played the fool. All right? So this is an old energy, somebody that you might be in a cycle with. I don't know if that makes sense, but you'll have to let me know because I feel like that's going to be coming in for you. I'm not sure that happened yet. Okay, Benita. What attracts Shan to me? I'm feeling like this person is finally paying attention to the opportunity that was provided from them by Spirit. They're finally, turning away from the very shallow opportunities that they might have been paying attention to in the past, and are finally focused on this opportunity that has been laying in front of them their whole time, which was you, Benita. I do feel like there is a sense of them finally paying attention to this, what is serving them. I do feel, though, that the universe is working on something, and you need to have patience. Now, I feel like you might be feeling like things are moving too slow in your energy. I feel like maybe there is, you might, or they might be trying to rush things or trying to move along with something. But I'm feeling like there needs to be, you need to trust in divine timing. I feel like there's something there that's not quite right. And you need to read it a little better. You need to trust your intuition. And it might not be something big, but there's definitely something you need to trust the universe for, and you're not. A red flag of some kind. All right, guys, I'm going to end it here. I will see you tomorrow. Please click on like and subscribe to my channel. You have no idea what you guys mean to me. I think you are the most amazing. Just makes me so happy. So I will see you tomorrow between 6:30 and 7 Eastern time is when I go live. That's my scheduled live for you guys. I'm so glad I was able to see a lot of my subscribers here on this impromptu live on a random Sunday afternoon or evening, depending on where you are. I hope you guys have a marvelous, 24 hours without me. Be safe and be loving, and be that light you are. All right? Mwah. See you guys soon.